Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to share some really exciting new products. I feel like I'm finally starting to use like real people makeup, like foundation and concealer, and wait for it, setting powder. Yeah, the word powder just entered my vocabulary. I feel like Siobhan's growing up, guys. Typically, I'm really hesitant when it comes to face makeup because I think it looks very cakey and it just freaks me out. I get really scared when I have makeup on my face. I know that sounds ridiculous. Now I'm actually giving it a shot because I found some products that actually don't look super heavy on me. If you're trying to achieve like that flawless look without having to go too heavy on the makeup, I definitely think you're gonna wanna try out some of these products. Let's get started. The first step is always primer. And today I'm using this Laura Mercier. It's an oil-free foundation primer. And this is gonna go directly over any moisturizer you have on. So just a little bit of this. Next is this foundation, which is Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. So I'm using the color Suntan, which is definitely a whole shade darker than I actually am. But as you know, I want to be tan. I feel like I say that at least 1,000 times a day. And so I'm going to apply this with my wet beauty blender, and that's going to help me get like that coverage I want. So for me, I want very light coverage. I don't like heavy. I don't need it to be like very long lasting, even though this is long wear foundation. I just wanted to do like the coloration. So a little bit of this and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to use this Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I typically don't like concealer because it gets stuck in my little wrinkles underneath my eyes. This is now my new fave. So now, even more shocking than the foundation and the concealer is setting powder. I never use powder. I don't use powder for anything, especially loose powder. Whoops. Very passionate about not using powder. I always like to have a very dewy, hydrated finish. I don't like a matte, dry finish. And so setting powder just seemed like it was gonna give me the opposite of what I wanted. However, after my sister heard me complaining about the concealer getting into the cracks, she told me to try setting powder because that's what it does. It prevents it from setting into the cracks. This one is by Too Faced. It's called Born This Way, ethereal setting powder. And honestly, this stuff is so lightweight that I feel like it almost doesn't do anything, but it does because it doesn't let anything get into the cracks, but it also doesn't dry me out and give me that like cakey, dry powdered look. So I'm just gonna use a little brush, and I don't really know how to use this properly. I just go like that until the powder comes flying out. So I just use a teeny tiny bit of this. And honestly, I have no idea if I'm even doing any of this in the right order, so just bear with me. Next, I'm gonna fill in my brows with this Anastasia pomade and angled brush, and I'm gonna just kind of like make everything a little bit bolder and fill in the spots that are not growing back. Before I put the brow gel on, I'm going to use this Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. This is an eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to put this on to keep everything in place. know I'm obsessed with this palette. So you guys know my Natural Eyes palette by Too Faced is like my jam. And this one is their chocolate bar palette, and it actually smells like chocolate. Like, I want to lick this. It's kind of creepy. But it's so pretty. There's such good colors in here. It's kind of got like a pinkish brownish tone to it, which I really like. And right now, I'm always dropping stuff. Right now, I'm really into this milk chocolate color for the all over, and then the salted caramel for the below the crease. These are both matte colors, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I like the finish of this. So I'm actually gonna start, I had the wrong brush in my hand. I'm actually gonna start with this definer brush, and I'm gonna combine two colors, the white chocolate and the salted caramel, because the salted caramel has a little bit more of like a coppery orangey tone to it. So I'm gonna mix these two and put that as my under the crease color. And then I'm gonna switch to the fluffy brush and go for milk chocolate. For my eyeliner, I'm going to use this Triple Fudge color, which is just a very dark brown with a little smudge brush, and apply this only to the outer corners. Curling the lashes and mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I think I told you guys about this a while ago and it was sold out. This is one of the best mascaras I've ever used. It is so amazing. It makes my lashes so thick and long, and it kind of looks almost like false lashes but without. So loving this mascara. I'm gonna do a bronzer in this matte tone. It's called Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer by Too Faced. And I'm really liking just using my fluffy brush. I feel like I always say that I'm just gonna use the fluffy brush, but realistically, like, I don't use any other brush for bronzers. I just want you guys to know that when I say, oh, I'm gonna use the fluffy brush today, realistically speaking, I mean, I use the fluffy brush every damn time, so I don't know what the f I'm saying. But here's something new. So I have this new foundation and corrector brush by Lancome. It's number 26, and honestly, this is not what I'm gonna be using it for, but I found that I like using this for my highlighter. And this highlighter is also new. It's Ray of Light by Too Faced. How cute is this little packaging? This little Polly Pocket looking highlighter is actually really amazing. If I could get it open. So I'm gonna use the big side of the brush for my highlighter under my eyes. And then I'm gonna use the little side and apply some highlighter to my brow bone to add a little highlight there. Before I do my lipstick, I'm gonna apply some of this hangover spray. This is a setting spray and it's coconut water based, so it smells to die for. And I love the packaging. Everything that Too Faced does is so cute. It either looks like candy or looks like a Barbie or a Polly Pocket. I mean, they really, really speak to me with their packaging. Lipstick lipstick is always my struggle because I never know if I want to do like a pink or a mauve or a brown, so I end up just taking all of them. I'm gonna go with the color Cool Girl. This color is like a really nice, neutral, everyday kind of brown, so it's not overpowering brown. It's not like 90s brown. It's like a really cool, like it says in the name, now I get it, Cool Girl. It's like a cool brown. So let me show you. Guys, what do you think? Did I actually achieve like a flawless kind of finish? I feel like I'm not as dewy as I normally am, but it looks a little bit cleaner, so I can see the appeal of why people want to have like more of like a matte finish. I'll make sure to link everything down below so you can find all the products for yourself, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment and I will get back to you. Thanks guys, see you next time.